The big freeze is starting to ease. But after a week under a pile of snow, we're now having to contend with piles and piles of rubbish.
It's 4 weeks worth of rubbish now that hasn't been collected. Obviously it's a pretty dire state of affairs. It's been really stinking and you know, it's really unpleasant experience to have that much rubbish piling up in the house.
Bins have been overflowing as snow, ice and parked cars made it treacherous and virtually impossible for bin lorries to get down residential streets to empty them. And despite the thaw, many still can't manage. Here in Horwich, they've stationed 2 bin lorries in a supermarket car park so people can drop off their bags of waste. The lads here reckon about 200 cars have passed through here since 8 o'clock this morning. Up to 10 of these collection points are being set up across the borough to deal with the mounting backlog of rubbish.
Well, I've had quite a lot of backlog of rubbish because we just moved in about 2 weeks ago. And so you can imagine what it's like. Well, you know, I have to say, it is understandable with all the snow. I live down a cul-de-sac and we can hardly drive down it, so I don't know how these guys would get down it. And hopefully now in the next few days they'll be able to start clearing all the rubbish. So, yeah, it's a bit of a pain, but I only live up the road, so it's not too bad.
I'm going to be looking for a saving on the council tax because all you look at from your local authority really is to keep the streets gritted and to also empty your bins. So, you know, we're paying a good sort of £120, £130 per month for this, and it's something that they've obviously failed to do for the last month.
Across Greater Manchester, many councils tell us they're out collecting where they can. Some have even put on extra collections to make sure they can deal with the mountains of rubbish building up. Elsewhere, schools are finally starting to get back to normal. Hundreds of children across Salford who've had an extended Christmas holiday have been returning to class.
A lot of dedication, I think, as well as preparation. Obviously, you can see behind me there's a lot of staff who've decided to try and clear our playground. We've had some parents who've very kindly come in and helped as well. We're all ready and prepared to go back to work last Monday. You know, lessons were prepared, resources were set up. So really, it was incredibly frustrating for us, and we appreciate it's the same for parents. And we know a lot of our children love school, love coming here, and they wanted to come back.
After the snow and ice last week that caused all this disruption, the Met Office is still predicting sub-zero temperatures over the next few nights. So it seems, despite some services getting back to normal, we're still in the grip of the big freeze for a few days yet. Michael Billington, Channel M Today.